So what are the top 10 AI safe jobs? We're going to break that down now. It was interesting because after researching online, there's not that many lists about this. I did pick a couple from Indeed, but a lot of the stuff that they had on there was not correct. So as you guys know, there's a lot of bad information out there on the internet. And our mission is to prepare you for an AI-dominated future that is almost here. And in order to prepare you, we're going to give you good information so that you're protected. So first, what is an AI-safe career? It's a career that will last at least 10 years, right? So that you don't have to worry about being automated out of the job you have right now quickly. And I'm going to try to do these roughly in the amount that they pay and or the amount of training that they take, right? Because some jobs that will be AI resistant are easy to get. Others take specific training. Others take a college degree. So we'll break this down right now. So what is number one? The easiest to get? No specific education required. They will train you to do it. Home health aid. What does a home health aid make? The answer, of course, is it depends on how much experience you have, but a home health aid today is going to make $30,000 to $40,000 a year. That's not great, but it's not terrible either. So what's the next step up? The next step up, keeping the theme the same with medical, because medical will be very resistant to AI in many respects. But the next one is nursing assistant. That might require an associate's degree from a community college, but that's not a heavy lift, right? And the pay is a little better. The pay for a nursing assistant is going to run $35,000 to $45,000. So a little better, couple of years of community college, which thankfully is not as expensive as regular college and may even be free in your state for tuition, not including books. So what's next? This is off that Indeed list, and I didn't think about it, but it's actually a good one. Vocational education teacher. What is that? That is a teaching position where you teach kids hands-on skills. Like what? Like welding, like plumbing. And you don't necessarily have to have the super extensive knowledge that you do to be a professional plumber or a professional electrician to teach this. And this is a decent paying job according to Indeed. National average salary just over $45,000 a year. So that's not a bad job. Quite resistant probably to AI. So what's next? Mechanics. Boy, is there a shortage of mechanics in the world. Factories need them. Car repair places need them. Equipment repair places need them. And again, just like the vocational ed teacher, this is job number 4, by the way. Just like the vocational ed teacher, this is going to be 45, maybe a little more, pushing up toward 50 grand a year. And I can do you better. If you get a mechanic's job at a union shop, you will make quite a bit more. You will probably start out at around 60 grand a year with better benefits. Just a tip for you. How do I know that? I've spent many years working in manufacturing. Okay, number 5, what's next? Also from Indeed. Sales positions will be resistant to automation because for sales that aren't purely online, mostly business to business, people absolutely still want that human interaction. And again, all of these jobs that we're listing here are resistant to AI because they still require the human touch. Now let's start getting to jobs that do require a college degree and sometimes a specific college degree. Job 6, engineer. And there's certain types of engineers that pay more and may be less able to be disrupted by AI. This Indeed article lists electrotechnology engineer, but that's not the only one. Not even close. And engineers start out at $75,000 a year plus. this is a decent paying job. You can support your family in many parts of the United States and around the world on 75 grand. Unfortunately, you cannot support a family well on 75 grand if you live in one of the expensive parts of the country like the Northeast or the West Coast. That is a different ballgame. Next up, public school teachers. Again, 4 years degree, maybe a master's required. And again, high variance depending on where you actually become a teacher. So where do you want to become a teacher? You want to become a teacher principally in the Northeast or the West Coast. Why? Because you can make 100 grand a year versus 45 grand a year in other parts of the country. No kidding. The school district, which is public, where my kids went to school, experienced teachers make over 100,000 a year, closer to 120. This is a very good living for most people, even in the Northeast or the West Coast. And even better, these jobs have pensions, which means your salary at 80% of what you make continues forever after you retire until you die. That is a heck of a fringe benefit, and it's almost disappeared in the rest of the private employer sector. So teaching is good, and that does include university teaching. We're up to 7 now. We've done 7. We've got 3 left. Let's talk about 2 more jobs that do not require college but pay very nice livings, and that's plumbing and electrician. Now, the reality is you have to do an apprenticeship to learn this, really learn this trade. These trades, you probably have to apprentice in for 5 years. Is that a big deal? No, most people take 5 years to finish college these days. Used to take 4, now it takes 5. So this is not a big deal. And what does a licensed plumber or electrician make? Close to 100 grand a year, potentially much more. Some of the most affluent people in the area of the country I live in are plumbers and electricians who have grown their business. So not only did they learn plumbing and electrical, but they learned how to run a business and grow a business. And they're running teams now of plumbers and electrician, and they're probably making $250,000 a year. So that's 8 and 9, and those are very good jobs that do not require college. So finally, let's end up with registered nurse, RN. An RN isn't going to make as much as a plumber or an electrician. You have to have a 4-year degree, and I believe you have to pass an exam. But this is a really good living. An RN is going to make at least 75 grand a year. And just like some of these other jobs, what's really great about being a plumber or an electrician or a teacher or a registered nurse, RN, you can live where you want to. You don't have to stay where you grew up. You can, if you want to live and move somewhere else, these jobs are in high demand and portable. So I intentionally left out jobs that require grad school, which make even more money. Why? Because with these jobs, you're into 20 years of education to have these jobs. What are they? Lawyer, doctor, PhD type doctor. These jobs take many, many years of education. So what I'm trying to do is help folks 17 to 44 who either are coming out of high school or college and are looking for the right career, or they've been working for a while and they want to transition out of something that's highly likely to be automated. And I've talked about those jobs extensively. Truck driver, Uber, Lyft, taxi driver, etc. So this top 10 list is now. I will, from time to time, update this list and post it for you based on more current information. That'll probably happen every 6 months or so. But this is best knowledge now. So I hope this really helps you. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Also, please support us on Patreon. We need your financial support to be able to continue to grow the channel and serve you better. $1, $2, $5 a month will really help. And we've already started to get that support, so thanks very much. Also, starting in a week, you'll be able to buy me a coffee instead if you don't want to do Patreon. That may be preferable to you, and I do love coffee. So thank you for considering that in a week. So thanks so much. Take care. We'll see you next time. Bye.